Good morning, staff. Wanted to welcome you to our EdPuzzle video again, like we've done in the past. Hopefully you're watching this on Monday, and if you are, there's cookie down in the workroom if you want to head down there and get some cookie. But just a few EdPuzzle things to go over. First, I asked in the last video about receiving a message. So like if you ask a question and then I respond, how that works in EdPuzzle. You do have to go back and into EdPuzzle to see my response. So I have responded to some people in the past, but I don't think they've seen it because you didn't know to go back in and look into EdPuzzle, which is why I'm glad I asked. So that's how if you do ask a question, I will respond. And when I do, you can go back in and check in EdPuzzle and see it there. Just again, things to get out of the way prior to the staff meeting. We just finished up our PBIS training, and we're going to be looking at some of that information during the staff meeting. We are going to try to do, which I'll talk a little bit more about, our power of being seen a little different. So just keep that in mind. Our factor time, just checking in. Are you doing the lessons on our 2-hour delay day and getting through them and so on? Are you using that extra 30 minutes? Has that been beneficial? Just wanted to know that. And we are in need of more lessons. So we need, what are we in? We've got April's done. We need maybe May? We need April and May. Sorry, I forgot. I was moving us ahead. We need April and May as far as lessons. So if you are interested and willing, even if you do it as a team, we are in need of 2 more lessons to finish off this year. Again, it could be on press pause. It could be on one of the 6 disciplines like adjust and adapt. So you could make a lesson like that. Just wanted to let you know we have had a lot of people turn things in for homework room, which is fantastic. We're at, I think, 31 people now. So that one person as of now is on a waiting list, and I will call them and let them know that. The other 30 are set, and if I didn't already send that to everybody, I will send that to everybody so you can see which of your kids are supposed to be attending so that you can remind them to go to homework room, because that's daily, Monday through Thursday from 3:15 to 4:15. So please do not send them I think we're going to the cafeteria. Do not send them to the cafeteria until 3:15. Do not send them at that 3 o'clock bell. And if anybody turns their homework room paper in and it says that they do not want homework room, you don't need to turn that one into the office. If you can remember to go into the meeting agenda, which I will send later today, go into the meeting agenda and put anything in there for committees. So you can look over what's going on in the committees or add to the committees if you are one of the committee members. That way that can be done beforehand, and again, we can all take a look at that prior to the meeting as well. Just a reminder that roster verification or linkage is April 24th, and we are going to do that differently this year than a whole half day for the whole grade level. There's going to be a schedule where you'll go an hour with your pod. So that way we'll have multiple, but we'll only need 3 subs, and last year it was recommended that we give this a try so that there's not a lot of wasted time through the day, and that you can be in your classroom prior to testing as much as possible. So you'll get an hour for linkage. Flexi groups. This came up, and I know lots of you do flexi groups, and flexi groups are fantastic, so keep it up. But if you could get a list of who goes where with your kiddos, so that when we have subs, you're leaving that for the subs. But if you can also do that with get a copy of where your kiddos go for to the secretaries also, that would be very, very helpful. That came up the last day we had a lot of subs in the building, and some kids were not where they were supposed to be and so on. So maybe each quarter when you change where the kiddos go, if you could, you've got a list somewhere anyway, just make an extra copy and give that, put one in your subfolder and put one in for the secretaries. That would be super helpful. Just another reminder to go in and fill out the data for the TBT meetings. That way you're not spending the meeting time doing the data, you're spending the meeting time looking over the data and making decisions and deciding on what strategies to try, or having time within that time to look at new strategies that you can all, as a grade level, be trying for the next time. If you go, once I send the meeting agenda, if you go within the EdPuzzle notes, which are also on the meeting agenda, there's a link there that takes you right to, or if you go in the regular agenda, there's a link to that sheet, the TBT form, that then is going to lead you to the intervention sheet. It's going to lead you to the data sheet, and it's going to lead you to the TBT form. So that's all there. But make sure, again, that needs to be done prior to the meeting. And again, this is just a quick end to our EdPuzzle today, but just some R factor. And I need to remember this just as much as sharing it with all of you. So often we are outwardly focused on objectives and people and everything else in the world, and we don't leave energy for ourselves. And that is also very important, to take time for yourself, take time to take care of your needs, whether that's you want to go home and exercise or you need to sit in a quiet place and take a breath. Take time for yourself so that you can help and serve others like you want to do so well every day, but sometimes your energy just gets zapped. So again, I need to remember this as well, so sometimes it's just good to repeat and say. So everybody, let's take care of ourselves and let's take care of everyone out there. So have a fantastic day, and I will see you at the meeting Wednesday.